I too am a member of the American Bone Removal Society, and I think, truly, wholeheartedly, we ought to remove everyone's bones. How many bones do you think Minecraft Steve has? Like, the average human has... $206. The average human has 206 bones, but how many bones do you think Steve has? Because I feel like there's those like theory videos that are like, Minecraft Steve is like incredibly strong, but how many bones does he have? That's the real question that people should be asking. And I think people ought to question it more. Go away, lava. Thank you. He has all the bones he needs. True. And I have all the bones I need as well. We live in a great world. I almost said we live in a society. We live in a world where people have bones. How does that make you feel? Does that seem right to you? People have bones? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Personally, I'm not a big fan of bones. Or people who have bones. People who have bones are kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness, Frost. Ever since that day, I went into your physio classroom and I saw that skeleton. I felt so disturbed. You guys, look at this. This is inside of you. Hold on. Let me find the worst picture I can find. Human skeleton. Inside. Why inside? I don't know. Here, let's see. Look at it. This is inside. Just look at it. Terrifying. Those are your bones. It may make you feel uncomfortable, and that's perfectly normal. But just know that it's there forever, and it's never leaving. It's distressing, isn't it? Knowing, you know, bones. There's nothing to fear. Ow. That hurt. That was painful. My bones hurt. Don't worry, you guys. It's perfectly normal to not like having bones. But luckily, I can help with that. I too used to have bones, but I cast them off, and like I've just improved so much because of that. If you or a loved one would like to remove their bones, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always available for walk-in meetings. You will have to pay extra for walk-in. That's just how it is. Of course, come into my office anytime, and I will remove your bones. You're literally a plastic surgeon. It's more than that, you see. This has incredible emotional value to me. I like how your highest viewership is during mining while talking about bone removal. Wait, we have 15 people here. Wait, what the heck? Wait, no. You guys, I swear it's a joke. I would never remove anyone's bones without their consent. I always ask for permission before I remove people's bones. Nothing could ever go wrong because it has never been recorded to go wrong, and I would never falsify documents and cover up any surgeries that have gone wrong. We're getting reports of 3 people who say she removed their bones. That's by clavicle_Emma 18. Oh, I've never met this woman in my life. Who's Emma? Who's _Emma? Emma, never met her. Emma, I hardly know her. Likely story. Yeah, it is a likely story because it's true. Never in my 25 years as a surgeon have I ever performed surgery on an Emma. And I can tell you that in full confidence. And I rarely have full confidence because I have extremely low self-esteem. Absolutely nothing has ever gone wrong. Most insecure plastic surgeon? No. I have faith in my procedures roughly 32% of the time. And I can assure you, once again, I would never cover up an incident. I think you'd look more attractive without a flesh. Oh my. I would never insult a patient like that. That's just disrespectful. And I am the most respectful plastic surgeon in the business. They call me Dr. Respectful. That's what I'm known for. Whoa. There we go. All of my patients, they enter my office knowing what's coming to them. Dr. Respectful, has anyone ever asked you to disrespect them? Not yet, but if they did, I'd have to respectfully decline. They call me the best doctor in the biz. Oh, there's a baby. No. Get out of here, child. Dr. Respectful, infanticide, and bone removal. Listen. I try to keep my business professional, and this means removing any distractions, and I can't help it if children are appearing at my business being loud and annoying. I can't help it. If they show up at my office, my work means a lot to me. My work means a lot to me. And I can't have anyone disrupting my work hours when I'm trying to remove some bones. You know, I take my career very seriously, and I find it extremely disrespectful when children show up and try and disrupt my practice. That's all I have to say on the matter. If we could get a quick word, doctor, what's the medical consensus on bone removal for children? Well, that's a great question, and I will answer it. But first, might I suggest to you, consider this. People are at their happiest when they feel like they've reached their full potential. And maybe for some children, they're at their full potential when they just don't have bones. And I can't help it if they come into my office, with a case, and they want me to carry out a surgery. Purely business, it's purely business. And that's all I'll say on the matter. I am reporter Abonia, working for the American Bone Removal Society. I respect your cause. I agree. I too am a member of the American Bone Removal Society, and I think, truly, wholeheartedly, we ought to remove everyone's bones. Not all in one day. Hear me out. But over the course of a few years, I think we can successfully cut down the amount of bones in society by at least 25%. 25%. Now I hear you. You might think it's impossible, but I say otherwise. Anything is possible if you just believe in yourself. And by God, I believe in this cause. I believe in it with my whole 25-year-old, because I'm definitely a 25-year-old doctor, heart. The Youth's Bone Growth Society has been at odds over last Monday when you removed the humerus of a 10-year-old. Like I said, business is business, and cash is cash. You started practicing when you were 5. Listen, ever since I was young, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew it had something to do with bones. Wow, Dr. Respectable, you truly are impressive, thank you. Well, what can I say? I follow through with my title. I'm Dr. Respectable. That's what I am. Dr. Respectable started her serial killing career when she took out her parents' bones at the age of 5. No. This is simply untrue. You see, what happened then is often misunderstood by my adversaries. They twist the event to make it seem like I'm a cold-hearted murderer with nothing on the mind except for removing bones. But really, it cuts so much more deeper than that. So much more deeper than a lot of people can grasp, and I just really feel like I'm misunderstood here, And that incident, although it was unfortunate, it set me down the right path to become a bone surgeon. And I think I truly found what makes me happy, and that's removing other people's bones and not my own. Sometimes I'm walking, I hear a thud, and it's my cranium. It's very easy to lose your bones. Yeah, it happens. Like, it's happened to me, just the other Sunday. And I had to rush to look for it. I can't explain the panic I was in. It's an easy mistake. What can I say? It's an easy mistake. Dr. Respectable, what happens when you need your own bones placed back? Is there an American Bone Insertion Association? Now that's an interesting question, and I am not at liberty to respond to this question because I am vehemently against everything that the American Bone Insertion Organization stands for. I would never support them. I recommend you do not support them because they want people to get bones inserted, and that just leads to a sort of messy mix where people have over 206 bones. It's a natural for people to have more than 206 bones in their body. I just don't want people to have bones in their body, man. Dr. Respectable, you just said that your own bones fall out. What do you do with your bones afterward? Well, not everyone's a tea enjoyer, but I very much enjoy tea, so what I do is I take my bones and I brew them in a pot for about 15 hours. That's when it gets good. After 15 hours, that's when the flavor really starts steeping in. What some people do, one of my respected colleagues, Dr. Bones, what he does is he basically drills holes in them to let the bone fluid seep out. But I'm not really a fan of that. What I do is I crack them open, and that really lets the flavor, seal in. But yeah, bone tea, I definitely would recommend. Some people add apples to their bone tea, and that's what they call bone apple tea. And the custom for that is actually, instead of saying bon appetit, you say bone apple tea. It's a custom that actually began in ancient Europe 500 years ago. Wait, that's not ancient. 500,000 years ago. That's too old. 5 centuries ago. Some people might think it originated from the French phrase bon appetit, but that's simply just not true. It actually came from Germany in the late 1500s. From there, it kind of spiraled, and now it's actually very common throughout the world. I hope you guys enjoyed my my brief history lesson. It was very much unplanned, but I you know, it was a good talk. It was a good talk. The French will say that bonjour means hello, but it was historically bonjour, which translates to bon day. Yes, that's true. That's true, actually. Another interesting fact is that, you know, the phrase bona fide, which means genuine, it actually originated from the word bona fide, and actually it means that something is made out of bones, which indicates that it is high quality and good. This event is celebrated after dozens of men hoarded bone apple tea ships and threw the tea into the ocean. Yeah, the Boneston Tea Party event. One of the major parts of it was where a bunch of bone tea was thrown into the harbor. And I hope you guys are enjoying this little history lesson, because dang, it's been a long time since I was in European history, but I think I'm remembering this all right. Napoleon, the French hero himself, had his bones removed by Dr. Respectable's ancestors, hence his name, Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah. Wait, no, that's true. Napoleon actually, the reason his family name is Bonaparte is because they actually took apart the bones of several of their adversaries and made it into tea. It's actually regarded as one of the best teas in the world, and I have yet to try it, but I would love to try it. Apparently they steeped it for about 55 hours, specifically in a casket underneath the earth in a rural part of France, and then they fed it to a goat. The goat's hairs were used to then flavor the tea extensively, and from there, it was then aged further in a casket with a mummified body, and then served to people, specifically the queen, for a taste test. And from there, the drink would be sold on the streets for a relatively high price. And I'm so glad to have met a fellow tea connoisseur. I feel honored, truly. No other words can describe bone enjoyer. The average bone haver versus the bone enjoyer.